Well, we're on the road, Justin.
We're on the road. Welcome, everyone, to another exciting edition of This Is My Life.
This is my life. Oh, it's not even the Tape Trader's Guide anymore. I mean, we're like we've traded our souls for professional wrestling last weekend.
So, Kevin Martin and me, I am JD Sloan. Welcome, everyone. This is our post Wrestlecade edition. We're on our way right now to Franklin, Tennessee for
Tennessee.
I mean Franklin, Kentucky.
I was going to say we better not be going.
Franklin, Kentucky, for a rocking New South.
And you're right about that. Rockin' night of action. We got the rocker himself, WWE legend Marty Jannetty, is in the house doing a special meet and greet.
See, it intertwines with the whole 90s.
Yeah, there we
concept.
go. We found something.
Yeah. So it should be a really nice night, dude. I mean, I don't know. When's the last time Marty Jannetty came to Kentucky?
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah,
I mean, probably before I was born.
I mean, it wasn't that long ago, man.
It's 20 years.
But this will be fun. So let's go over Wrestlecade. We show up on Friday. It was a long drive, but it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
The drive there wasn't that bad.
No, it wasn't that bad at all. It actually flew by a lot quicker than I thought it would. You know, I'd already gone on a drive to North Carolina a couple weeks prior, but even then it felt like a lot quicker than I expected it to be.
Yeah, we got there. We were much earlier than I thought we'd end up being.
Yeah.
We checked in and met up with there's people here, there's people there.
This is a film crew filming Buff Bagwell.
Buff Bagwell. So it was a lot of fun, and unfortunately that evening kind of sucked. But I don't really want to discuss
absolutely
what happened. But it was a long night.
It ended up with us having like 1:00 a.m. very greasy, fat pizza.
But that pizza was fucking huge.
Yes,
it was humongous, and we ordered an entire thing that I ate on the next day, and
so several of our friends had drank that same day, got the same pizza that we ordered, and they thought they were ordering a regular pizza from what I was told by them.
Oh.
And they thought they were ordering a regular pizza for $32.
Yeah.
And I saw some pictures of it, and I'm like, man, that looks like a big pizza. And then we end up going there. It's like 12:30, 12:45 in the morning. And
Sue Young is there.
Yeah, Sue Young is there.
Knocking down,
just throwing stuff around.
She did make us a bouquet.
That rambunctious woman. Yeah. I don't even know, man. She made
us a pizza bouquet.
She made us a pizza bouquet.
Yeah.
But that was very nice of her.
Yeah.
But what was also very nice was that pizza, and then we went fast asleep after that.
So we did, and then Saturday morning, we started out. We already brought all of our stuff out.
Yeah.
To the halls, and everyone showed up just great. I mean, it was. This is why I hate picking you up, Kevin. We're sitting here in traffic right now.
All right, hold on. I mean, this makes for perfect time to tell the fans what we're doing with our life. Yeah. There's never a better time than to just sit in traffic while people are trying to pull out of this Sam's Club all at once and basically try to run everybody over just to get out to the same road that we're on.
So Saturday happened, and we had Kira Hogan and Daphne at our table, and both girls, they showed up looking fantastic.
Absolutely.
And in great moods, and it was, I want to say, Kevin, I probably had like 5 different people come up to me and tell me that the only reason they bought a ticket for Wrestlecade was to see Daphne.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was really cool, and man, it was packed, dude. It was crazy.
Yeah, it definitely was. I mean, there's various pictures of me on Facebook, thanks to you. One of them being my overwhelmed face because I've just dealt out so much money and brought in so much to the WrestleTopia industry. But in all seriousness, no, it was a lot of people. It was really great getting to see everyone, getting to talk to a few of my friends as well. They're just hanging around. And you met some of your friends as well, and we always had a great time. It was definitely a utopia for wrestling fans.
Yeah. I'd always kind of like not pulled the trigger on doing Wrestlecade because I didn't know. I guess I just didn't know enough about the whole convention circuit.
Yeah.
This year I've kind of dived into it a little bit. I did Superstars in September, and then obviously Wrestlecade in November. And next year we'll be doing more of these. But one thing I will say about Wrestlecade is, a lot of people go to WWE to the WrestleMania, wherever it goes.
Yeah.
And it's this big, great weekend. But going to, because we'll definitely do Wrestlecade next year. But going to Wrestlecade was so awesome because I think it's that same mentality, but it's in the exact same spot every year.
Yeah.
So you can kind of get to know your area. You can get to know your surroundings, restaurants.
It makes it a destination to look forward to going to. Because, Winston-Salem, it's not, I don't think it's a very big city.
Right.
But it's definitely a very nice city after kind of exploring it a little bit.
Right.
And it's all, plus with the idea of it being the Wrestlecade Central, that's what you look forward to every year. There's a lot of people that look forward to WrestleMania and traveling to wherever it goes.
Yeah.
But knowing that, hey, I'm going to go to Winston-Salem, this is going to be a great time, I think that really adds to it.
And if you're sold, I'm a wrestling fan, but like for us, we're in the business, and so it's awesome to be able to like have this place where all these different people that we know from all these different areas all come to this one place, and we all kind of just party together.
Right.
Like Jason James and Doug Markham and Crazy Steve, Jeremiah Plunkett. I saw Jackson, what's it?
Jack Stain?
Jack Stain, Crimson, just all these people. Jackson Stone, who I haven't seen in 2 years since AWA days. Sue Young, all these people that we've worked with in the past or know personally or whatever, and then we're all there to go hang out and party.
It's like a big reunion of sorts, a big family reunion, where everybody's just freely just eating at this hotel restaurant.
Yeah.
We're staying at the Marriott. And, I went down there just to go check out everything and say hello to a few people, friends of mine, apparently fans of mine, too. That was a
Kevin's over
that was
in
a whole,
North Carolina.
That was a whole ordeal. But going down there, saying hello to everybody, and there was fans from Franklin over there. And they were just sitting, talking to Abdullah the Butcher and Bob Orton, and they're just talking about stories. And I think that's what really makes it a personal thing.
Yeah.
I've been to WrestleMania Access. It's a cool little experience, lots of fun things to do, but it lacks that personal personal connection.
Right.
So, and that's just with anything WWE, just because it's so big.
Right.
And there's so many people they have to go through. But at WrestleCade, there's about 4,000 to 6,000 people, but even just in the hotel, it was a lot of fun, and you were able to just interact with everyone.
Yeah. We're taking, elevator rides with Vampiro, and
oh boy,
just a lot of people that I never, getting to meet Sonny Ono and Ultimo Dragon. It's just weird to watch. All of a sudden, you turn your head and you got Ultimo just walking around with his mask on, just in a suit.
Probably the best. Probably the best dressed at WrestleCade. That probably.
Yeah. And the shows were awesome. We went Friday night. We went to the showcase show, and then Saturday, of course, we went downstairs to the main show. And I didn't even dive deep into watching them or anything like that. But it was just, they were incredible. I mean, you've got thousands of people watching wrestling at one time, all inside the same building, and everyone's busting their ass, and it's just, and vodka's flying around here and there.
Whoa. If we're talking about liquids that are flying around, talk about Sandman just giving beers to everybody. Literally just walking around, making his entrance. And by the way, the fact that wasn't more chaotic, it surprises me.
Yeah. I mean, it was such a good time. And we both got fireballs thrown at us. On Sunday.
Yeah, that was definitely a nice way to
You were woken up by a fireball.
I was awoken by a fireball.
And I'm trying to scrub my nuts in the shower, and all of a sudden I see this fireball come flying in there, and I hear Jeremiah Plunkett giggling on the outside of the
Dude, so there's video of this on Facebook as well. Everyone just wanted to mess around with me on social media, apparently. But there's a video of Plunky throwing the fireball at me, trying to wake me up.
And sold the hell out of it.
Well, because, dude, all I hear is Plunkett's voice. So immediately, I know something's up.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, you start saying fire. And I'm like, there's no fire. It's not even hot in here. And then all of a sudden, just fireball.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So good time. Highly recommend WrestleCade. If you haven't been, definitely go next year. It's as a fan, as purely a fan and not someone in the business, it's got to be great to be able to go somewhere and just hang out with a bunch of other people that love the same thing that you love, that's got to be a good time just by itself.
Yeah.
So highly recommend WrestleCade. And now we are on our way to Franklin, Kentucky.
Big things coming for Franklin, Kentucky.
Yeah. Lots of different things happening, and next week, Kira Hogan's coming down to Nashville for me. We're going to do a Comic-Con.
She's doing the hot double shot, my friend.
Yeah, we're going to do a Comic-Con, and then that night we're going to drive out to Bowling Green, Kentucky, and we're going to do something out there. And so my plan is there's a lot of different talent, man, that's out there that I would really love to bring into this area. And I think Akira Hogan would be fantastic.
Yeah.
I think Ray Fury would be fantastic. And some of these guys out there, you know, Alex Cruz, and they're busting their ass, some new blood. Have them in there with LT, and have them in there with Sean Hurley and Rebecca Reese. And so I think exciting times in 2019 for this area just in general. Revive is still out there, you know, busting their ass doing stuff. Hopefully Overdrive comes back real soon. And TNT is, you know, kicking ass in Clarksville. And it just seems like this whole Mid-South area, you know, has a great opportunity next year. What are you looking for? Who would you like to see come into this area?
Oh, man, you know, if you're really thinking about it, man. I mean, I've been talking with you this week about this, you know, just all kinds.
We've been looking up talent.
Yeah, we have been looking
just
up. Look,
like crazy.
You said, you know, you were kind of iffy about the convention scene. Well, now, literally the day after Wrestlecade, we are looking up talent. We're looking up contacts. We're looking up everything.
Yeah.
Literally every avenue, and all kinds of things are in the works, guys. I'm excited for it. Look at this fuck. Look at this fuck.
So just so everyone knows, I am not a big fan of driving. I drive a lot. There's a lot of driving in this business. And so I get real frustrated when other people aren't driving the way I want them to drive. And this drive is one of the worst drives that we do every 2 weeks. So you may be hearing a lot of cussing as we are going down the road.
I'm sure your fans will be understandable about this whole situation. I'm sure everyone experiences their days of road rage. I hope.
So, you know, who would you like to see in this area,
dude,
Kevin?
I mean, there's a lot of people that I want to see wrestle in this area. Jeff Cobb, you know, someone who's just been big on the West Coast, but hasn't really made any kind of honest impact in this area.
Yeah.
You know, Jeff Cobb, you know, I mean, I'm going to sound like a total mark saying this. I want to see the Young Bucks.
Right.
I want to see Cody. I want to see the whole Elite cast.
Right.
You know, I want to see the people that all these indie darling towns get to see, like New York, Vegas, California, etc.
Right.
I want to see that here.
Yeah.
You know, it's Nashville's, or just the Mid-South in general, is becoming a destination for a lot of wrestling companies. So I think, you know, that would be really good to see, is that we're on that, like, if you're looking at the towns that all the big indies go to, you know, you got New York, you got California, you got Las Vegas,
you got the Philadelphia
Florida
area, the New Jersey,
you've got all that. I want Nashville to be on that
And
list.
I think that, you know, when you look at what the NWA 70 did, it's obvious that there are fans. One of the great things about Nashville is that it's close enough to drive from so many different places.
Right.
And it's obvious that there are fans that will come to Nashville to watch that kind of wrestling, and I think NWA 70 really proved that. They you know, because even Frank, even Overdrive, you know, he's bringing in the Joey Ryans, and he's bringing in the, you know, the Tyruses and Ricochet and Johnny Impact, and you should see. I wish everyone could see Kevin Martin trying to take off his jacket right now while holding the microphone, because it is one of the best sights I've ever seen.
Dude, I'm literally so sweaty, like the jacket is stuck to my arms.
But I think that, you know, it's proven that not only do we have this long, great history in this area, especially Nashville, but, you know, Louisville and Memphis and this whole area, but people are willing to come and watch that type of wrestling here. We can kind of combine the old school style, the old school mentality, along with some newer talent and newer, you know, styles of wrestling.
Absolutely, you know, and like you said, NWA 70 was kind of like the kickstart for that almost.
Right.
I mean, there's a lot of talent brought in from all over the United States, from the Northeast, from the West Coast, from Southeast, from the Mid-South, you know, all of that converged in one place. And at Wrestlecade, same difference, you know, people all from all over just converging in one place. And I loved that. I loved that experience as a wrestling fan. You know, getting to watch that show. I didn't get to watch all the matches because I was working the WrestleTopia booth.
That's right.
But, you know, apparently I was the...
And especially as I started drinking. Then
yeah. Best boss ever.
Once at one point, me and Jason James are talking, and he's got a little cup, And I said, man, you drinking? He goes, brother, it's Wrestlecade weekend. And I was like, well, you know what? You make a great point.
I think at one point, I don't know if you were drunk yet or not, but you had said, I made my money. It's okay.
Yeah, it's all right. It's time to relax a little bit now.
The tab was increasing, so I was hoping I'd have to sell. I was wondering if I had to sell more things.
Well, always. That's an always.
Oh, boy. But anyways, Wrestlecade was great. And I'm excited for what we've got planned. What do we got planned coming up, Justin?
Man, there's just so many. I mean, Heroes and Legends in April, WrestleCon in April, Mark Out at the Meadowlands in April, Richmond, Virginia in May.
So basically, the springtime is going to be springing all kinds of...
Just so, I'll be back in MSWA for Ox Harley in March. I just got off the phone with James Carver before I came to get you, talking about, things happening in Virginia and Florida.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's just a lot of different things happening. In the new year, I'd like to work with Revive in McMinnville, Tennessee again.
Yeah.
So, there's just things kind of popping up everywhere. 2019 looks to be pretty stacked, just in general. Like I said, I have aspirations of bringing some very specific talent into this area for New South. And really trying to build up that little bit. So I'm excited, man. And then I wanted to ask you, what do you think about this whole all elite wrestling?
Yeah. I'm sure anyone who's listening to this is probably a wrestling fan that's on the internet.
I would assume.
I'm sure they've
heard.
I'm sure they've seen all the articles, all the news, all the rumors. All Elite Wrestling is a thing. It's a trademarked thing. But
what it is,
what it is, we don't know.
Right.
According to the Bucks, they said they're just covering themselves in case they do want to do something.
Right.
Cody says there is something coming.
I mean, there's a possibility that could be All In too.
Right.
And just instead of calling it All In.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't know that, but that is a possibility.
Well, I mean, they trademarked All Out. They trademarked Double or Nothing.
Right.
So I mean, I foresee multiple things if they want to do multiple things. And then, of course, there's the always looming, oh, well, if they get a bunch of money from WWE, will they go?
Right.
So.
Which, I think, when it comes down to that, I think that talents like the Bucks, I don't see why not. Me personally. And for a guy like Cody, I would not take the WWE's money. Just because he has so much more relevance outside of the WWE than he ever will in it, in my opinion. No matter what they do, no matter how they bring him in, he is the poster boy for a movement.
Yeah.
And I don't think that, even if WWE allowed him total control, I don't think you can get that same movement in that homogenized atmosphere. But the Bucks are young enough that they can take a little bit of pressure off of their bodies, go make a little bit of money. A 3-year contract at the value that they have, they can make some good money, and in 3 years be right back to doing what they're doing now.
Right.
Now, I'm not saying I don't know what they will or won't do, and
are you actually giving us insider information that we don't know about?
Yeah. But and then Hangman Page. I mean, I think he's another guy that if I was, again, I mean, he's, who knows how high this indie DIY thing can go. Maybe it can be the next WCW. Maybe it can be a whole new era of territories. Maybe it can be an opportunity for these guys to be national stars and make money as professional wrestlers. And I just can't see the entire big picture. Because I think everything's, I mean, I'm making money. Everyone's making money right now. It's a good time.
Right.
But I don't know if you can get bigger than the WWE at this level. And I think Hangman Page is young enough that, man, he's a star.
Yeah.
He really, really is. So I think maybe if I was him, maybe that's another guy that I think should go. But all in all, I do think they have more value together than apart. What all in elite wrestling? Who can be there? And this is another thing that I kind of see as like, man, the movement's strong and there's a lot of people really supporting it and stuff. But why isn't ROH selling thousands of tickets to each one of their events all the time?
Yeah.
Because a bulk of talent that would become all elite wrestling will be coming from ROH.
Right.
You know, I mean, that is just a bulk of it. Not all of it, but a large amount of it. So how can they make this DIY project all of a sudden be bigger than any of the other companies that are using all these same talents right now?
Right. I think it's the idea of what they're being used for. Of course, you know, it should relate to ROH too. It should, right. You know, but at the same time, I think there's still that whole idea. Oh, it's just a TV taping. Oh,
right.
It's just another event. I think what the Bucks, what Cody, what the Elite have done is anything they're doing is more than an event. Because I don't know. I don't know if it's just a personal connection. I don't know if it's something that they've just made blossom over the past year.
But how long can that last?
Right.
Can that last more than... If you go from doing, let's say, an all-in event once a year with this great collection of different wrestlers from all over the world to having a financial backer and having a weekly television show where you have to just have just TV tapings.
Yeah.
Maybe house shows. I mean, what happens to the house show market? You know, I mean, is that something that's going to... Are people going to buy house show tickets to it?
Right.
So, and I'm not being negative. I generally am just, you know, asking these questions out loud.
Even WWE is like...
I mean, they lost money on house shows this year.
They lost money, and now they're trying to rethink house shows
right.
and how they work and how they're going to distribute them, if they're going to like televise them right. or anything like that.
Which I've always thought they should.
Yeah. But so much of the same happens at those house shows because there's so many of them.
And so it doesn't have to be every house show. But what you do is you don't have to tell the market what house shows are being filmed and what house shows aren't.
Yeah.
What it does is it tells the audience that maybe I should buy a ticket to this because maybe something could happen. Maybe I could be on TV.
Right.
Maybe this is bigger than what these other shows are. Whatever. At least there's a reason to go now.
Yeah.
In the early 90s, WWE was going through, you know, like 92, 93, 94. Things weren't like strong at all, you know? And I remember there used to be the Coliseum home videos that would be like WWF World Tour and WWF...
Which, by the way, you can see plenty of those at WrestleTopia.
That's right.
If you're interested.
WrestleFest and like all these... And what they were, a lot of times, was film matches from house shows. Just random matches. And they put them out on VHS. And so... Now at least you're making money. You're selling something from these shows, you know, on top of the tickets that you're selling, on top of the merchandise that you're selling. Now you're distributing something else, and now that they have a network, you know, why not do that?
Right.
You don't have to have a full setup. It doesn't. You can let it be known that these completions of matches or whatever that you do once a month or once every couple of months or whatever are house show matches, and you could just make them every now and again have a really special match on these house shows. So many questions going into 2019. What's Chris Jericho? Is Jericho part of it?
Yeah.
Is Jim Ross part of it? You know, who is this financial backer? And is Access TV? Have they already had conversations, or have they not had conversations? So, seems to be a lot happening.
Will there be another Jericho cruise? If so, if so, WrestleTopia has to be.
Man, I think this time, if there's another one, we're gonna have to go. For a good time,
like not even just not for a booth or anything, just to have a good time.
I think we'll have to go.
Literally, I don't know if they have internet there, but it was
look at this, the sea
of
traffic.
Look, and no, we're trying to talk to the people, and you're just totally just disregarding that we're trying to talk to them, and you're just talking about the traffic.
So, what else, before we sign off, what else is going on, Kevin Martin?
Well, as you know, we got big action in Franklin, Kentucky every first and third Friday. We also got some great action coming on December 22nd in Harding, Kentucky. And December 15th, it's Pro Wrestling Entertainment's 7th annual charity event.
Yes.
Christmas for Kids, featuring the one and only Psycho Sid Vicious.
Yeah, and Doug Gilbert. But I've never seen Psycho Sid live. Ever.
Oh, wow.
Never, ever.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, so this is very exciting, man. I'm happy to be a part of this. And Kevin Martin's burning up over here.
Yeah, I mean, you're just leaving the heat on, you know. Bro, I'm wearing an athletic shirt and sweating out of it. Oh.
So there is a lot of great things coming up. I want to, if you go to the Tape Trader's Guide to 90s Pro Wrestling on Facebook, I'm doing a G-Drive deal, a G-Drive gimmick right now, where all of the events that I have...
Is it a gimmick drive?
That I've collected over the last, since 1992, when I started tape trading. I'm throwing up on my G-Drive a little bit at a time. Every Monday and Tuesday, I'm uploading new content on the G Drive, and it's only $2.50 a month.
$2.50?
$2.50 a month.
Not $250. $2.50.
You can download whatever you want. Disregard the things you don't want. Different stuff from the 80s, from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and a little bit of stuff from the 2000s. Nothing current.
Yeah.
But so head on over to the Facebook page, and then don't forget Wrestletopia TV on Pivot Share. Don't forget Wrestletopia TV on YouTube. Don't forget Wrestletopia on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
And hey, big announcements are coming, man. You know.
Oh, I have a T-shirt coming out.
You have a T-shirt?
Yes. Very soon we'll be doing a Tape Trader T-shirt. It's going to be really fucking cool. It's going to have a bunch of old VHS tapes on the front with some really cool old school matches on the outside, just kind of like back in the day, back in the 90s when people would tape trade and stuff. And hopefully it'll be a giant hit and everyone will just buy it out.
Yeah.
And it'll be super vintage really quick and, hard to find and limited edition, blah, blah.
We need to make the booth a little more better. So, guys, please buy our stuff.
A little more better.
A little more better. Like maybe with like what is that thing Chad has? That little grid wall or whatever?
Oh, yes. Yeah. I think we need to get one of those.
Well, just a small one. Not a big one, guys. But
every dollar that you support Wrestletopia with goes right back into Wrestletopia in one way, shape, or form.
Yes, because, conventions cost money.
Yeah, they do cost a lot of money.
Hey, guys, look, you got to support the New York fund.
Oh yeah. Because New York is expensive. That's going to be an expensive.
Like, don't even worry about the other conventions we're doing. Just New York, please help.
At Wrestlecade, we handed out, I think it was 50 free champion packs.
Oh boy.
To consumers and patrons of Wrestletopia that day.
That spent $20 or more.
Yes. We handed these out, and these packs were full of all kinds of awesome independent wrestling posters and flyers and 8x10s, and all provided by the wrestling companies and wrestlers themselves as a way to help introduce new fans to the products. Because in this day and age of social media and the internet, it's so easy now if you want to know what's going on with Revive, you can type in and go check out their Facebook page and jump on their YouTube site and support them by going to their Pivot Share, or same with New South, or MSWA, or all these different companies in the world. And so I want to bring awareness to the fans, and that's why I make these packs and give them out for free. And so we gave over 50 of them away at Wrestlecade, and I think next year we'll strive to do 100 or 150.
Oh boy, those are big numbers, man.
Yeah, it takes a while to make them all up.
But guys, thank you for joining us on this great edition of the podcast. I lost the phone.
Oh no.
I lost the phone.
Oh no, so we're going to have all kinds of weird dead air, I guess, at the...
Oh, well, we're not even talking.
Oh no.
Dude, it came unplugged.
Oh my God.
It came unplugged. Where'd it go?
Oh,
Where'd it
it's
go?
under the seat, Kevin.
Oh, God darn it. We've been talking into the microphone.
Oh, Kevin.
Where'd it go?
It's probably in there.
Oh, I did something with it.
This guy.
Oh, well. Oh, here it is. It was on my lap the whole time. But guys, thank you for joining us. Have a great night. Enjoy yourselves.